us reading just for the next 10 to 15 minutes. It is my great pleasure to be able to introduce to you a Vancouver poet whose work is amazing. It's been shortlisted for the Dorothy Livesey Award. He is a poet, a gentleman, a great guy. Let's give it up for Jeff Studell.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to read from my first book of poetry called Foreign Park, and this is the last poem in the collection, and it's my global warming poem. It's called Air Conditioner. The river arrived the land and flowed 1,375 kilometers from its headwaters of 100% visibility to none. It carved valleys into bent knees and elbows. They carried 17 million tons of silt to the blooming delta, where the salmon spawned or did not spawn. Fishermen waited or did not wait. The river had cooled in its perpetuity and spread out to the ocean. Again, the magic of water rose up and up to be counted on. To be counted on? River it to me. Press on. Please, press on. Thanks. And next, we have Shazia Hafiz Ramji, and she's going to read from her excellent first book of poetry.
Thanks, Jeff. I read this poem I wrote called An Ambulance Speaks to Coyotes, and it kind of arose in the middle of the morning because I live right next to the river ravine, and I always hear coyotes every time an ambulance goes by. They howl at the ambulance, and I always just, feel like that's so haunting for me as someone who's obsessed with language and trying to communicate with people and how difficult it is just to say something. So, an ambulance speaks to coyotes. I think about myself a lot. What will you think of me? I'm not someone who you call in a postmodern eye, brought to you by their psychoanalyst at prime time. I'll always be working class. I can't drop a move like that in a PM. You need to know I think about myself a lot. I think of you. At 2 a.m. when the ambulance goes by and all the coyotes in the ravine go nuts, I'm still thinking of you. I think of you a lot. What will you think of me if I tell you that all I want to do is talk to you? Isn't this what it's all about? Please look at me. I've punched in a long M dash every time I talk about myself and then talk about you. It has come to this. Yes, you're connected by an M dash. I want to talk to you. Listen, those coyotes are howling. It's not 2 in the morning, but an ambulance has gone by and they think it's one of them. Listen to this noise I'm making. There's nothing conceptual about it, unless, of course, you're either a coyote or the ambulance, or both. Otherwise, you would not be wondering what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. It's Kevin, who's up next, our gregarious host. And Kevin does so many things. He's always writing all sorts of different poems. He's written poems from John Berryman, and reads in a demonic voice, but doesn't bring that up.
I might. Thanks, Shazia. I'd like to read a poem for you today, which is kind of comes out of a conversation that we were just having about drawing mythology and bringing different voices in to a contemporary voice. And this poem draws on a number of different traditions, one of which is the Scandinavian belief that the first man, who was named Buri, was licked free from this block of ice by this cow. And it's a strange kind of myth which had perplexed me for years until I read this poem at an alternative school in Vernon. And it was great. I introduced it, as I have for you. And this student was like, oh, of course, the sacred cow of India and, European civilization coming out of India. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. What a great theory. What an interesting insight. So there's a plug for alternative schools and education. And this poem is called Ballad in Crazy Quilts. In the beginning, the tree of knowledge was in a vending machine. Adam borrowed 2 bits from that nice Norse fellow named Buri. The fruit fell halfway, jammed behind the glass. Adam snatched the snake from under Vishnu's dream, piped it through the opening. whatchamacallits and thingamajigs blocked its throat so it could only fang the fruit. Meanwhile, Beery needed money to buy a thank you card for the cow that had licked him free from the Ginnungagap ice, so he moseyed back to Adam's. The snake was stuck. Adam asked Eve to use her little hands to get in there. Who's been tampering with my vending machine? God asked. Adam blamed everybody, even Vishnu, who just kept snoring, hence the eviction and a lot of bad blood between everyone. Thank you. And wasn't it just enough for another poem?
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. That's great. I love hearing that. Every time
The voice of God.
The voice of God, yeah. Okay, I'm going to read a poem about one of my, loves. I love my family. I love my friends. It's called The Final. Every weekend at his pickup soccer game, he honors life, liberty, and the right to carry boots. And just as Cleve grass still clings to cleats from the week before, his dreams stay alive. His stomach tingles at the prospect of the next cross, the next goal, unmatched by anyone from La Liga or League. Gargantuan is the glory of the one true meditation for him, running on grass, gravel, even snow-packed pitches. Nothing else registers. No job, no families, only the breakout, the tight pass. He gives, he goes until the boil of his knackered knees and the breath he has left is just enough to get home, to drink a lot of beer, to recover. The fun. Thanks.
I think I want to read a poem that I wrote recently and that got published recently. And it's called Astronaut Family, and it's for my friends who left Vancouver. I'm just trying to access it. Astronaut Family, for my friends who have left Vancouver. Oh, not even during leaving. Growth and development sounds like something my mom used to worry about when I was little. Now I say it when applying for grants. Before that, one of my favorite dead people told me that it begins with language. Since then, I found lots of dead friends saying the same thing in different ways. What was once my mom's, then mine through the words of others, are now the words of the forthcoming Lululemon on Hastings Street, Escala Luxury Homes in Burnaby. This is the quality of dust. It filters through us because we're made of it. The language, I mean. My friends know it too. When they land in LA, Montreal, New York, no wonder we bought New Balance before parting ways, making excuses for the comfort worn by our grandparents. This is the quality of dust. It takes us dancing into houses and galleries until 6 in the morning. It keeps us here. This expensively repressed sympathy in sneakers and secret locations that separate us. Like when I message you on Facebook, and it's 3 in the morning, but 7 for you, but you gotta go because you're renting a condo ad for work. Even in Brooklyn and Toronto. Even though it started here, where we began to love each other, and I think that we still do. Because we come back every summer, and the smiles come increasingly quick. Which is not to say that we're eager to meet, or that this is a sudden light of friendship, but more than this. This is a construction of an act of love. Thanks, everyone.